Okay, it turns out there was a short trek on there. It's called The Brightest Star. And it introduces us to the whole Kelpian story. It introduces young Saru, who finds a piece of technology from the Baul and then uses it to make a transmitter out of it somehow. Contacts his then Lieutenant Giorgio and offers to take him into space, which would break the Prime Directive. And that's basically the plot. And did this culling thing on the planet. So it's kind of explained, but the episode kind of goes over it too. So that's the short trek. It's really like a short little thing. Here's what the short trek was. That's the short trek. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, right. Star Trek like the culling thing is. It was explained in the episode. You didn't really need to see it, but yeah, there was a short trek. I did watch it, and yeah. So I'll just include that on the end of this other episode because it's part of it. Probably should be before it, but it won't be listed directly separately. It's only like 2 minutes to describe that, and it doesn't really matter. Next, this episode was called. This is a Star Trek Discovery Binge Watch. This was called Sound of Thunder. Very Star Trek-like episode. Saru, the Kelpian. I don't know what they're called. The Kelpian goes to his planet where he was the only Kelpian to join Starfleet and discovers his sister is a priestess there, and they have to fight off the Baul. Sounds like the Bakul. It's a little weird. It's not though. That will be the term aliens. And they look like the tar monster Armus from the Skin of Evil. I don't think they are though. Anyway, so yeah, they continue to do their they use the spheres technology because it's more of a Matryoshka brain than the sphere of influence in Starcrackers. So they use it to identify the ship somehow. It's got knowledge of Kaminar in it. What they know that, I don't know. The Universal Translator can even translate ancient stuff from thousands of years ago. Hundreds of thousands of years ago. I don't know how it does that, but it can. So they figure out that actually 1,000 years ago or so, the Kaminar were actually the predators, not the prey, and that the balance and the culling or the Baul have been like killing them off every so often. That was actually a response to them like switching roles. Definitely topical. In terms of like if there were a refugee species on Earth, they would be akin to that. That was being bullied by another aggressor species that had previously been. That kind of happens. That happens on Earth. So that was kind of cool. There was a topical thing going on with that. The predator becomes prey type of thing. Also they weren't using holodecks or anything like that, but there was like robots attacking. The brother and sister get captured to the mothership thing under the water, which looks like a cross between the pole stars from Canary Space and sort of a Letamont ship from Canary Space. More like that, or even a autonomous ship from Canary. It wasn't though. It wasn't that, because that would be weird if they were not cribbing from Starcrackers this time, Space Vanguards, but cribbing from my other story, Canary Space. If they were cribbing from that, then there's one of the ships, and the predator prey thing, which is out of that, the autonomous specifically. At least it's not a sexually dimorphic thing where it's males against females or females against males. It's more like they just don't like the weaker species for whatever reason. It's not to cull them. It's a little different. It's not as cut and dried. They helped the Kaminar to evolve or forced evolution, so that they. But a lot of the short treks aren't on the Blu-ray, so we don't have them to review. So I was just watching the episodes, and this was Sound of Thunder, and that's pretty much it. It was all right. It was fine. It was very Star Trek like, and so that's this one.